Hey there fans, and welcome back to Richard's Toy Room again. Well, today we have something that I really love. And when I first heard of this, I had to have it. Now I've had this for probably at least 3 years now. And it was out even before that. Let me see if there's a date on this somewhere when this was released. It's from Diamond Select Toys. Oh wait, I think it's here on the bottom. 2016 is when this was originally, at least created. I think I got it in either 2017 or 2018. No. I think I got mine in 2017. So not a whole lot long after it was released. I have had this out and on display, and I put it back in the box. And I took the batteries out of it. Always take your batteries out of your electronic toys or electric toys or whatever kind of toys that take batteries. Because even though the switch is not on, they're still connected in circuit and they will have some sort of drain or whatever you want to call it on that battery, and it'll start to leak. And that's bad. If you collect toys, you know what leaked batteries do to toys. So always take your batteries out if you're not going to use it in a long time and you're putting it back in the box. And like if you saw my other video on the Walmart exclusive Robbie the Robot, even if you're going to leave it in the box permanently and not display it out of the box, take those batteries out. So enough of that. So now we'll get this sucker out of the box and I will show you what he does. Now I also have another B9 robot that came out, I want to say 96, 7, something like that. Very similar in size, just a little smaller. Also talks and has electronic movements, but only says like 2 things. But still cool. But this one's way neater. So let me get out of the box and we will get on with the show. Okay, before I put the box away, I just wanted to show you a couple things. Now this guy is held in the old-fashioned way with the wire twist ties, so very easy to put him back to essentially mint in the box. I mean, obviously you have to cut the tape to get inside, but a lot easier than those ones with those stringy rubber bands. He also comes with a set of instructions down here, which is still taped to the box and in the plastic. I've never taken it out. Don't really need it. It's not that hard to figure out how to use. And as far as the box goes, if you want to take a quick look at that before I move it out of view. Tells you some of the things he says. This side's just the try me side. So it says a lot of things, and it is the voice of the television robot. Now I am going to display this guy out of the box. I'm also just going to have the box up on the shelf too. So I'm going to just stick the inserts back in here and move it out of our way. There's some dust on the top. And in case I didn't mention, it's the 11-inch tall Lost in Space electronic B9 robot with lights and sound. Now here he is. Pretty cool. Give you kind of a look at him here. Now the only thing that this robot also has on it are telescoping arms, but they're sealed in this plastic. They're kind of an accordion on here. And so they're adjustable. But I don't know, I don't really want to take the plastic off of them because I kind of want to keep them kind of like mint in box condition. So I'm going to leave that on. But his hands do open. Little red hands, claws. Whoa. But the only thing that I wish that they would have made like the other robot actually has movement. Like he'll rotate and this thing will kind of move up and down. And then there's a button on the back where you can push it and his arms will pop out. I'll show you that when I do a video on that robot someday. But I didn't want to do them both in the same video. So anyway, we have to put batteries in this guy to make him work. And so we'll show you that. Uh-oh. I'm a bad boy and didn't follow my own advice. I had him on display at the last place I lived with the batteries in it so I could, turn him on and make him work. And when I was moving, I didn't really realize that he was going to be packed away for a while. And so I left the batteries in. Still has the original batteries in it. But I did turn the switch off. So at least I did that much. So the batteries still work. So just to show you, it's just one screw that holds the plate on the bottom. And they're 3 AAAs. So since I'm going to leave him on display in a workable condition, I'll leave these original batteries in for now until they wear out. Now he has 2 modes on the bottom. The switch is right here. See, he does have wheels that you can move him. But he has a play mode and a try mode. Now, right now he's in try mode, so that would be this little green switch on the side. And you can just push the button, and he'll say one phrase at a time, as if when he was in the box.
Danger, danger, Will Robinson. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. Danger, danger, Will Robinson.
Or I guess he'll just say one thing.
Danger, danger, Will Robinson.
Now he's in play mode. As you can see, the lights flash. It looks pretty realistic. Let me just flick these lights off for a second here so you can see them without the lights on.
The function of an environmental control robot is to supply all data pertinent to this particular field. Cannot compute. Programming data insufficient. I will accompany you. You may need protection. Due to worn conditions of memory bank, compliance impossible. My power supply is getting very weak. Emergency! Emergency! I am a cybernetic servo mechanism and computer. Affirmative. Astronomical scanning data indicates that you are now observing Omega Nebula. It would be against the Prime Directive of Robotex to expose human beings to danger of any kind. Warning! Warning! Launch time, T-minus 1 minute, and counting. I do not sleep. It is not one of my functions. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. I must warn the others there is a dangerous alien among us.
So there's kind of a couple of different functions to this. So in try me function, he only says, danger, danger, Will Robinson. In the play function, when you first turn the switch on, he comes on as you saw and just stays lit up until you push the switch. Then every time you push the switch, you just go to the next phrase in line. Now, if you want to listen to him just say everything automatically, then you have to push in the switch and hold it for about 5 seconds. And then he'll start speaking by himself by the list, through the list. And then at any time, you just push the button again and turn them off, and you can see all the lights go off, and you can put him on the shelf. So then, now if he's on the shelf and you just want to turn him on.
The function of an environmental control robot is to supply all data pertinent to this particular field.
He'll only say that until I push the button again. Now, I don't know if he'll automatically turn off. I hadn't really played with him that much to figure that out. I imagine he must, but I don't know that for sure. Might just go till the batteries die. But I think the only way you can actually turn him off is to either turn the switch off or to push the green button while he's doing his automatic phrasing. So why don't I zoom in on him here, and I'll let him go off on his automatic phrasing so you can kind of see him without me in the picture here. I'll just put the box behind him like this.
The function of an environmental control robot is to supply all data pertinent to this particular field. Cannot compute. Programming data insufficient. I will accompany you. You may need protection. Due to worn conditions of memory bank, compliance impossible. My power supply is getting very weak. Emergency! Emergency! I am a cybernetic servo mechanism and computer. Affirmative. Astronomical scanning data indicates that you are now observing Omega Nebula. It would be against the prime directive of Robotex to expose human beings to danger of any kind. Warning! Warning! Launch time, T-minus 1 minute, and counting. I do not sleep. It is not one of my functions. Danger! Danger, Will Robinson! I must warn the others there is a dangerous alien among us.
Okay, so as you can see, he automatically turned off after he went through the whole list of phrases. So that's about it. He doesn't do anything else, but as far as I'm concerned, he's the best one yet that they've come out with. Now, if they could make one that walked by itself or with remote control and moved and maybe his arms, I mean, who knows what this thing would cost, but also talk like this. Now, I've also heard that some of these are not really quite in proportion. If you look at the robot, like this section doesn't quite match up to like this section or something. I haven't really looked that close to myself to see, but anyway, I just think he's just awful cool. I mean, they never had stuff like this when I was a kid. So, hope you enjoyed that. Come back again for more great videos, and we will see you later.
The function of an environmental control robot is to supply all